My name is Shauna Freema. I've lived here in Israel for the past 30 years, raised a family, 2 children, and I am excited to be part of the Women of Vision here in Israel, Palestine, part of a group of exciting women that are moving forward with a wonderful new project, a project I deeply believe in and truly believe can make a difference. I see women around me suddenly remembering that we can take an active role in creating a different world. I see women around me realizing that we have been passive here in the Holy Land in Israel for too long. And I've raised a son, and he was a soldier, and I raised a daughter, and she was a soldier. And I wasn't awake enough to make a difference. I wasn't awake enough to realize that a woman has a voice, that a woman's energy can make a difference. And now I have a grandson. And my son sent me a picture of him dressed up in his uniform. And I said, no. I said, no, not this time. It's been enough. And I do realize that I can make a difference. And that the work we're going to do now, diving down into the separation, diving down into the source of the problem, into the heart of the conflict, and discovering there within that piece of the mystery of what goes on in this very powerful country and the source of so much beauty and so much pain, that if we dare delve deeply into that place that we call separation, I believe we're going to find a piece of a puzzle that's been missing for a long, long time. And if we dive down there with that feminine quality of intuition and deep, deep listening, and bring into it the power of creation, and begin using our creativity to create a web of something new, I believe we might be able to create a new story for this country, for this place, for my grandson. And it's time it happens. And it's been a joy this past week to be part of the project. We had our first meeting, and women came together, 36 beautiful women in an Arab village here in the northern of Israel. And we sat together. And we created in the beginning from a place that let each of us experience our own personal separation from our femininity, from our bodies, from our spirit, not just what happens between us as Arabs and Jews. There's so many levels to separation. And then we came together and we found a way to meet in a different way. And we're beginning to discover through art a new language, a new way of being together than we've known before.
תנו לצליל להדהד בתוך הראש. למלא את כל חלל הראש העליון.
Hello, I'm Leela Sophia Tressimer. I'm the Executive Director of Healing Separation, which is our art project through the Women of Vision. The imagery that we're seeing here is one way that this project took form. And our proposal for this project is that we begin to discover the other ways in which art can assist in the healing of separation. Art is such an important cultural aspect, creating beauty, and it also allows for a process of healing to happen. In these images, we're going to be seeing how art was used to explore a process of creating wholeness. In some of these images, we're seeing what happens when a woman created a mandala and then had the experience of what wholeness felt like in her creation. She felt proud of it and presented it as her creation. The next instruction was then that this piece of work be cut in half. Imagine that for a moment. You've created something and now you're asked to consciously separate it from its wholeness, to talk a little about what that felt like, and then to continue in the process to create from the parts a different kind of wholeness. What happened at the very end was that the women then brought their attention towards a whole piece that they co-created. And this piece reflected the group's vision and attention of beauty and healing. The next step involved writing words of prayers and peace in 3 languages, in Arabic, Hebrew, and English. So the fulfillment of the entire piece occurred in the actual embodiment of the artwork itself and of the women speaking their word and touching and coming into an improvisational piece that became Healing of Separation itself. This event, which was launched by the World Vision Art Project in October of 2008, was a success, both in co-creating art and also in the experience of the multi-ethnic, heartfelt community. There are other projects that have been launched since then. One of them involves photography.
We want to show the entire process. It's a very brave process of crossing borders. Mm-hmm. And we want to show the entire movement from separation to the unity that we feel. Mm-hmm. First of all, to show the borders, and then to show the way that we cross it, the way that each of us has to make a certain sacrifice of her identity and her belief, and we have to release so much anger and so much pain in order to meet. And this process, with no doubt, is one of the most moving and exciting things to photograph, because it's very, very immediate. You can see on the face of a woman when she's letting go. She's willing to let go everything for the sake of love.
Our message is going to be in this exhibition. It's going to be that we can do it. Women can meet and can have a real relationship by healing the separation through the co-creation.
In July of 2009, another multi-ethnic group gathered in northern Israel, Palestine, to further develop art projects and community. One of these projects involves the use of recycled doors, which will become an interactive artistic installation later in this year to represent threshold crossings. And the final project underway is a piece involving music and theater that the women are co-creating about the amazing challenges and opportunities of living together in the Holy Land. This is the current status of the World Vision Art Project as of the summer of 2009. Thank you for your attention. Please know that our vision of this project extends into other places in the world where men and women everywhere desire to heal separation.
My name is Manal Reb. I'm a Bedouin woman. I'm from Bir Maksur.